Hi everybody, welcome to the Two Bro Gamers podcast. I'm Steve,
Ricky.
and we're going to talk about Smash Bros.
Word.
Word up.
Some Smash news. First off, we got to talk about EVO 2015.
Yeah.
After much debate among the community itself and people voicing their opinions on the time limit from 5 minutes to 6 minutes, because originally Mr. Wizard, who's running EVO this year, especially the Smash 4 tournament and basically all the games, he talked about the game being 5 minutes, 2 stocks, which people were objecting to. People did a lot of research, loose research, but enough research where it was just convincing of different tournaments that used the 5 minute rule and the 6 minute rule. With the 5 minute rule, there were a lot more timeouts than the 6 minute one, which didn't have either. It was very rare there was one or there wasn't any at all.
Yeah.
And so, what a difference a minute makes, huh? Isn't that crazy?
Well, and then if it's one of those things that when you're trying to time out and you're only at just a 5 minute game, you can run around the map for a little while. It's like, I understand. I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, I've had so many sudden death of things and for glory because it's a 5 minute. It's annoying.
Yeah, but now, too, like, it's funny because the 6 minute matches were short anyway. They're about averaging about 2.5 minutes long, maybe more or less around that range. But then the other matches went about the same length, but a little bit longer, maybe 2:40 to like 3 minutes, which is kind of funny, like an average of that.
I guess because, some people, have a strategy where they just want to time things out if they're losing, whereas that extra minute is just, that's so much more time to time out. It's harder just to keep evading for that much longer. Because some people barely get their timeouts on the 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
So to be able to last an entire extra minute to try to time a game out, it's just not worth it. So they're just like, screw it, I'll fight.
So it's official now that the games at EVO will be 6 minutes long, 2 stocks still. They also announced stage striking stuff, which we won't really get into, but but the stages that they're using for Smash Wii U are basically the same things that have been used in tournaments lately anyway.
Smashville, Town and City,
yeah,
Battlefield,
all that.
any FD Omega,
yeah,
and Lilat.
Yeah, yeah.
Lilat.
But Amiibos are banned, so if you were planning to bring your Amiibo, no.
Oh, poor guys. You have to stay
Sorry,
home.
guys.
You could bring them, you just can't use them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
they're banned. That's
you guys
it.
can't play.
Nope. So that's a good thing to hear from that thing, I guess you could say. Now, going on to Sakurai. Sakurai had to make a public announcement, and he talked about Mewtwo, which, yes, the Mewtwo DLC. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still coming out. He had talked about it and said, it's coming. They're actually going to make an announcement of when it's going to happen, but it's on the horizon. It's coming soon. Mewtwo is coming, and I think by the end of this month, I think the 31st is the last day you can register.
You can
for Mewtwo
register.
anyway.
Yeah, that's the last day you can register. Which I want to know what's going to happen if you don't register before that. Will you be able to still get Mewtwo?
That's the other big thing too. I still think you can buy Mewtwo. Like, it's going to be a separate price, but I don't think they're going to do that immediately. I think they're going to give it to everybody for free first. And then,
well, not for free. You still paid $60.
Yeah, I know, $60. No, you paid $100 because remember you couldn't get Mewtwo if you couldn't get the
right. But like most people had the 3DS version, and they were planning on getting the Wii U version anyway. But basically, it's in a way $60 DLC.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if you want to look at it, you bought the Wii U version, and he's a $35 DLC for Smash Bros. 3DS. You choose.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that also, if they do release him at a future date, I wonder what his DLC price is going to be. I would assume $10 or $15 maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I would say so. For one character, though. And then probably just, it is probably not just one character. It's hopefully going to be what everybody else is hoping for, which is tournament mode. We don't have a tournament mode. We don't have the online tournament mode either. And, of course, the Miiverse stage.
Yeah.
We don't have any of that. So, and that's the other thing. I think the Miiverse stage is such a pain in the ass. I think that's really delaying them, too, because it's just, God, those posts. Some of those posts. Yeah, I just think of the Twitter. I think it's bad Miiverse posts. They're just awful.
Yeah.
Now, but also Sakurai needs some sleep. He really he looks like he looks ageless for such a long time, and then you see him in that video, and he's just got the freaking baggy eyes, and he's just all like he's just all like weird looking. Like
he's doing it for you guys, man.
Yeah, that man's sacrificing his whole body for you guys. Appreciate it, man. Love the Smash 4. No, maybe not. I don't think.
I like Smash 4. I mean, I don't
like
think
it too.
Sakurai's watching our videos. What do you mean to say?
Yeah, I don't think he is. But if you are Sakurai, get some sleep. Please, get some sleep. Sakurai talked about also Takamaru, which he announced it specifically on the Miiverse, which was weird, but he made a big deal about Takamaru. And it's an unknown character from a very like obscure game that very few people have played, and he actually said that he would have actually had that character playable in Smash Bros, but he didn't. He assumed that the game wasn't really well known.
And Xenoblade is,
and Duck Hunt is.
Duck Hunt, yes. That people know who Duck Hunt is.
I don't think anybody like that was born like a couple of years before the year 2000 know what the hell Duck Hunt is.
Trust me, when Duck Hunt's video, not when his video, when Duck Hunt was announced as an actual character, people were like, "Oh my God, Duck Hunt!" I don't know too many people's reactions like, "What's Duck Hunt?"
That's true.
Most people knew who Duck Hunt was or what Duck Hunt was.
But Xenoblade, we get it.
Xenoblade, when Shulk, I raised my hand. I had no idea what Xenoblade was before.
Not an idea.
And so when they announced Shulk, I was like, "Who's Shulk?" Like that, I was like, "Who is Shulk?" I had to go on Reddit to find out who Shulk was. I was like, "Oh, Shulk is a character from a game I've never played or even heard of." Nice.
But you know what though? It didn't surprise me because people were expecting a Xenoblade's character, and I was like, I guess that makes sense. So when they did, it was like, oh, okay, I guess they got what the people wanted.
I was also like when Melee came out, Marth and Roy were from Fire Emblem. Nobody knew what Fire Emblem was. They were like, "Oh, what game is this? That's cool." And now Fire Emblem's blown up.
That's true.
So maybe if he had Takamaru come into because I had no idea who Takamaru was. I'll raise my hand again. I had no idea what that was. Maybe if he released in Smash, that gets him interest in the game. Then people know who Takamaru is.
Get a new IP.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but then again, you have another swordman.
Right, that's another thing too.
That's the other problem.
How different from Marth and Lucina and all.
I mean,
that
he's a samurai.
But right, I mean,
but he's got a sword.
At the end of the day, how different could his kit have really been?
I don't know. I never played the character, so I couldn't even tell you the kit anyway.
Yeah, I've never played the game. I don't even know what he is. I don't even know who he is.
Exactly. That's why Sakurai didn't include him in the game.
But
it goes full circle, man.
But now everyone knows who Marth is because of Melee.
That's true.
People know who Roy is because of Melee.
And
Roy never came back to the game, but people know who Roy is.
Like Nintendo released the Fire Emblem series after Melee. Like, and they were up to the 6th or 7th game at that point. Like, come on now. Give us something, Nintendo.
Whatever. Teach their own.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all they did with Duck Hunt was re-release the old game. It's not like they have a new version out.
Yeah, it's not like Duck Hunt 3D.
Like, I mean, technically there's the Wii Play version, but that's kind of reaching it there. But whatever.
Whatever.
Now, talking about Brawl, remember that game?
Yeah.
Now, the music in that game was awesome, though. It's probably one of the best music in all the Smash series. Smash 4 is coming close, but Brawl had some music, man.
I like the music in Smash 4, though.
Yeah, but Brawl
had some good music.
Even that opening theme was that was sick. But talking about the opening theme, that was made by the same person who made the composition for who's been known for Final Fantasy games. So for him to actually work in this game was pretty cool. But here's a quote because he actually was interested in working with the new Smash Bros. Game. He really wanted to. So here's a quote about it. I have a feeling that I got the job offer from Mr. Sakurai while we were drinking. Yeah, that's Nobu Uematsu. Uematsu was saying that he was like thinking back to how he came back to, he was thinking back of when he was making music for Brawl. He would let me selfishly do whatever I wanted, whether it be using an orchestra or using opera singers. Why I didn't participate in the new Smash Brothers, as Mr. Sakurai, I wanted to work on it. Oh, joking aside, it's just that since there are so many video game musicians representing Japan who are already participating, there's no need for me.
I mean,
he could have made a better theme for Smash 4. I like the Smash 4 theme, but I mean, it's weird. I don't know. I like it, but
I do like a lot of the music in Smash 4.
That Brawl theme, though.
The Brawl theme was okay.
No, that theme was hot. The
okay.
operas and everything, dude. I mean, Melee though. You can't. You're gonna say it's better than Melee theme?
No, Melee's alternate theme was amazing.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah, I can agree with that one. But the Smash 4 theme is really good. It has this like sort of retro 70s type of feel, like an old school like thing. But like Brawl was epic. The problem is why Brawl's theme didn't really fit the game because it wasn't that epic. But Smash 4 was. I mean, I like the music too, but Brawl's theme was just.
I did like a lot of like in Subspace Emissary levels.
Yes, the music in
like
that
one of my
game,
favorite was the the Donkey Kong with the Bramble Brush or whatever.
Yes, Sticker Brush Symphony.
Sticker Brush Symphony. Yes,
that's one of my favorite songs in that whole game.
The level it comes from in Donkey Kong,
which is also really good.
Yeah, but Sticker Brush. Oh my god, so good.
So that happens with the gaming industry, I guess, and music. As far as mods, League of Legends. I know you're a big fan of this game.
I'm a League of Legends fan, yes.
And apparently there's some people who like modding Brawl, including Riot employees who modded Brawl to a point where they modded League of Legends characters in them. And not only just modded them and just put there's some people they just put Waluigi on Captain Falcon's body and just whatever, they just didn't do all that. They actually gave them alternate moves and everything, and it's like, oh well, look at that. These guys are doing some things here. But of course, this isn't a game that's going to be released.
No, Riot said it's just purely for them to have fun with in their studio. But they're not releasing this to the public for any time soon.
But
ever,
if they could release a Smash-like game that could finally be the only other game that could be successful like Smash Bros, it would be League of Legends.
A League of Legends Smash Bros would be pretty dope. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't call it League of Legends Smash Bros.
Yeah,
but it'd be the League Bros. Smash League Bros.
I love it.
That would be totally copyrighted.
I love that.
No, if Riot wants to make a game to compete with Smash, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, people are trying. I mean, there's some game making noise called Brawlhalla. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
It's like a PC Flash game. I guess it's Flash. I don't know. But basically, it's like a Brawl game. It's kind of like a slower pace where you're basically fighting each other, almost like a body ball one. But it's newer graphics. People are kind of hype about that game, but it's kind of it's still in beta, so you're gonna have to try it. To watch people play it is kind of okay. It looks cool, but I don't know if I'll be able to play it.
Probably not.
And then there's also the Ether one. What the hell is it? The somethings of Ether. That was the
the one we checked out.
Yeah, where there's animals fighting each other, Smash style and stuff.
It's pretty cool. It's like 8-bit and stuff.
Yeah,
or 16-bit.
16-bit. Yeah, almost like Super Smash Flash.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's those, but they're not going to get as big as Smash Bros. But I really think that League of Legends one could be big.
Well, because the League of Legends is big.
Yes, exactly.
So if you make a game with League of Legends characters fighting each other, that's not League of Legends.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
So, one last thing about Smash. Nintendo is going to be at the Nico Nico Kokaiji, which is basically just a convention that people are going to be showcasing things. Why I bring this up is because the people who won Apex, remember there was the doubles where Zero, Mewtwo King, and Fao, and the other kid, I forgot who it was. Sorry, dude, I forgot your name. But I remember when they won, they basically, when the final, those guys, I remember when the tournament was done, they were like, oh yeah, those guys are going to Japan. I haven't heard anything but since. This is what it is. Those guys are going to be playing 2-on-2 World Grand Prix. Those guys are going to be playing Japanese players and showing for a tournament over there. And the winners of the tournament will receive a new Nintendo 3DS with a completely original faceplate. So I guess maybe a rare one. I don't know.
That's cool. I mean, it's gonna be rare. It's just going to those two guys.
Yeah, exactly. So
whoever wins.
Yeah. So I think that's cool. Finally get a reminder of what the hell happened after the Apex when those guys won. So
yeah.
So thankfully there was a follow-up to that. So I don't know how we're going to check it out. I don't know if that's being streamed or whatnot. I would love to see those matches, though, honestly.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I want to see how the American players, especially some of the best ones, supposedly, are going to act towards the Japanese players.
Yeah.
Because we haven't heard any buzz, really, from the Japanese players. And if we had, I remember the dude that was playing Pac-Man. And that dude was kind of sick with Pac-Man. So, I mean, I want to see what Japan got.
Yeah.
I do want to see what Japan got.
Dope.
If not, then America's going to conquer another Smash game. Just like that. I still remember when Ken went to Japan with Melee, and he was like whooping ass all over the place.
Well, right now, Sweden's
looking promising too. Europe is actually
looking really good with Leffen and Ramon.
I feel like Europe is playing completely different from the U.S. players because they're not really reliant on Diddy, and they're playing a much different style, which may be better than the Americans, in all honesty.
Yeah, I've seen Diddy's good, but I mean, let's get it real. Let's be real for a minute. Diddy is really good, but there are ways to play again. There are ways to play around Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone right now is like Diddy. I gotta play Diddy, but find something else because eventually Diddy's gonna be counterplayed. Everyone's gonna know how to play against Diddy, so all your time and effort learning Diddy is gonna be all for nothing.
Yep.
So learn Sheik,
Yeah.
learn Rosalina, learn someone else.
It's Luigi.
Luigi's
really
good. Luigi's
promising.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised, on the unofficial tier list. I'm surprised Luigi's so low.
Yep, and Ness too. Ness and
Ness
Luigi
is
are
fun.
like sleepers. People are sleeping on those guys. I
Ness,
think.
but the thing about Ness is his recovery can be gimped so easy. So
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the same thing that happened with Melee.
yeah, but Ness is good though.
Yep,
I
Ness
know.
is good. Luigi's good. I mean, people are just gonna overrate Diddy. Like I said, Diddy's gonna somehow just go away. But for now, it's just he's so OP that just people are getting annoyed. But what he can do, even when you don't expect him to do what he shouldn't do half the things that he's allowed to do. Basically, he's just that overpowered.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically, I don't know what else to say beyond that. Let's just move on to Amiibo. Amiibo. So, they've already announced freaking dates for Wave 4 in other countries but the US. What the hell is this?
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't like us for some reason.
Dude, like Australia already announced that all of their Amiibo for Wave 4, Pac-Man, Wario, all of them are going to be coming Nest as well, your guy that you want to get, April 25th.
Well, I mean, not to say I have inside information, but I know some people who may or may not work at GameStop who have pretty much confirmed that the pre-orders we've all been waiting for are not coming.
Yeah, and I've actually heard that from other things on Reddit, Amiibo, and whatnot too, where there's just gonna be no pre-orders this wave, and it's like, what the hell? Why not? There better be a lot of everything. If
You
not,
better
then,
you better overstock this next wave if you're not doing pre-orders. Because if God forbid I do not get my hands on a NES, I will fly to Nintendo of America and I will be very angry. I will have a sign out there that says "Give me a NES." It's stupid, but I'll be very pissed off.
Yeah, Wave 4, where is Wave 4? April 24th in Europe, April 25th in Australia, April 29th in Japan. Nothing in the US.
Not even pre-orders.
Except for Marth, which is coming in late April so far. Shulk, which is being re-released on May 1st.
Yeah, but those aren't Wave 4.
Yeah,
that's Wave
and
1,
and
Wave 2 re-release and stuff.
But we have dates for those. We don't have a date for Wave 4 in the US. I don't get that at all.
Because we're not... Nintendo's being real dicks.
Yeah, you heard it first. I agree with you though, because I mean, come on now, and especially if there's no pre-order, f that. I'm getting the goddamn Pac-Man. I don't care.
I don't even care about Pac-Man. I need NES.
Yeah, we gotta pre-order them because all right, while we were gone, the Gold Mario came out. That was a big thing because I didn't actually. I mean, like I said, I'm still surprised every single time I hear about an Amiibo line or I see an Amiibo line. There was people lined up around like almost to the end of the block, if not more, hundreds of people for the Gold Mario, and here's the thing. It wasn't even like it was a midnight release. These people were there at 10 o'clock at night. I was following it on
To
Twitter.
sleep there and camp out
Yes,
the next
camp
morning.
out. Now, here's the thing, too. They weren't even allowed in front of Nintendo until midnight. So everybody was actually across the street waiting. And then once midnight hit, they all ran across the street. Like, can you picture that? I really wish there was video. I don't know if there probably is video, but picture that. There's people running across the street to then set up a line. They actually gave out wristbands at midnight to say, okay, you're getting the Gold Mario Amiibo with the other Amiibos that they had, whatever they
Because
had.
they restocked on Wave 3.
Yeah, now, and that's the other thing too. The store didn't open until 9.
So you're waiting there for 9 hours.
What? It's like, and it was cold that day. I mean, like, it was like, we had a warm week that week, and it decided to be 20 degrees that day, and that was the day the snowstorm happened too. And it's like, wait, what? Like, and this is that serious for Amiibo. Again, the Amiibo war story. People are waiting out for hours outside of Walmarts, outside of Nintendo Worlds, just to get those Amiibo.
And some people weren't even there for the Gold Mario. Some people were there because they restocked on DDD and Ike.
Yes, exactly.
They restocked on Rosalina. They restocked on Lucario, Meta Knight. They restocked on all the exclusives. They restocked on some of the ones that you couldn't find. I don't know why you can't find them.
Yeah, exactly.
What? I just don't understand.
I don't either.
I do not understand how poorly this has gone. It's stupid. I'm lucky enough to get a DDD, but there's a
Very
war.
lucky.
There's a war story
Very.
behind it. There shouldn't be a war story. It should be, oh look, I walked into a store and I got what I wanted.
I don't know if there's war stories for the other figures like these, like Skylanders and the Disney. I don't think I've ever heard a story of those.
Well, I mean, the Disney ones. They're the ones that have like the Marvel characters and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I go into my GameStop quite often. I have conversations about Amiibos and video games and stuff. and they got an order of, I guess, Loki Disney Infinity figures, and they're like, wow, these ones came in. These are pretty rare. And then I went back. I went to go get pizza and I came back or whatever, and then they were gone.
Oh, well, there you go.
They got 3 Lokis in the store and they were gone immediately. I was like, okay, so I guess Loki's what the
one
the Marth or something. Like, what is this? It's ridiculous. I don't understand why these things should be running out of stock like this.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't know. And especially the fact, like we talked about when, like one of our Amiibo discussions, where it's just Nintendo probably thinks that it's their big characters that are the ones that are going to sell. And
I don't care about Mario. I don't care about Luigi. Exactly. I don't care about Peach. I care about Marth. I care about Ike. I care about DDD. I like those guys.
And it's just like that should be a wake up for Nintendo to realize, hey, wait a minute. Our popular characters, yeah, they're selling, but people seem to want the other characters that we don't release often. Like I really was happy to get a Fox. Like Fox doesn't really come out in any other way.
Fox, like, it's funny because Reddit has their Amiibo tier list where you've got common, uncommon, semi-rare, rare, and unicorn. Fox is on the rare thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when Wave 1 first came out, I saw Fox for days. And all of a sudden Fox is like, if you found a Fox, good for you. Like, you're never going to find one again. Like, why? Fox is actually a pretty popular character. He's been a popular character since Nintendo 64.
Star Fox. Like, the only other thing I had of Star Fox was from an old Nintendo Power magazine where they had this cutout thing. And basically, it was kind of like how you make those plane sets. You kind of get pieces and boom, you had that. That was basically what it was in construction paper. You could make your own R-Wing. That was the only thing I had of Star Fox. Yeah. So to have a Fox, it's like, that's amazing for me.
But even then, when it comes to Smash, all right, it's like Little Mac's a new character. If you don't think he's going to be popular, you don't have past games to judge Little Mac on. Whatever, we messed up. We didn't make enough.
Yeah.
Fox has been around since the original game. Fox has been an overused character since the original game. How are you going to be like, oh, well, I guess Fox isn't that popular? No, you're wrong. Fox has been a popular character forever.
And Little Mac only has 3 games. And I don't even think he's the same character in all those Punch-Outs.
I don't even know, but like, it's just, I don't understand. Talking about Amiibo makes me so angry at Nintendo because they're doing this wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nintendo, talking about Amiibo, the Nintendo president actually said that they feel like that the company's a trendsetter with Amiibo, which is like, wait, you're not the first one. What?
Well, you're not the first one to do it, and you're doing it wrong.
Here's a quote. This is from Satoru Iwata. At first glance, it may look like we're a trend follower with Amiibo, but what we're doing is we have introduced Amiibo in a way that is new, and where Amiibo is do things in our games that they can't do anywhere else. From that perspective, we're a trendsetter. But you know what's the funny thing about Amiibo? I bet you there's more people who own Amiibo than own the games for the Amiibo. Because they're cool figures to own. Hello. He doesn't even have a Wii U to use.
I don't have a Wii U. I even have a new 3DS. I just have 7 Amiibo just chilling there because I like the characters. And I plan on getting one eventually, don't get me wrong. But it's just, I've got 7 Amiibos to 1 game.
That's it. and that's a game you can't even really use much unless you're at like a friend's house or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my 3DS, which they're coming out with the Amiibo adapter.
But you don't have the new one, and the 3D adapter's not coming out till August.
Right, but when it does come out, if I don't have a new 3DS or a Wii U by then, you damn well know I'm getting the adapter.
Yeah,
but regardless,
and I feel like that's going to be rare for the record. That's going to be a rare thing.
I'll pre-order one if I have to.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I've got 7 Amiibos to 1 game just because these are characters I like. All these characters that I've got here, I only play Marth and DDD that are sitting there and Zelda, but these are characters that I like. You know, I don't have a Little Mac because I don't care about Little Mac. I couldn't find one.
Yeah.
I don't have a Mario because I'm not a Mario fan. I bought a Luigi and I gave it away. Like, you know, I just don't care. The only one here.
The other Luigi for like, I don't know, honestly, I like the other one than the.
Well, it didn't matter. I have
the Michael Jackson one. The
one that's chilling. No, I have one more Amiibo that's chilling at home because he's still in box. I refuse to touch that one.
Captain Falcon.
Yep. He will never come out the box. I mean, he might. I want to see how I do with this NES first. If I can't get my hands on a NES, then I will go on, our Amiibo swap and I'll trade the Captain Falcon for a NES. But if I get my hands on a NES, you know damn well Captain Falcon's coming out the box.
Yeah, I haven't even. I don't think I'm gonna open my Shulk. That's the only one I feel like I'm still not gonna open yet.
Yeah, there's always like one. Because, it's one of those things that Captain Falcon is such a unicorn, dude.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing, too.
So,
All right, so talking about the Mario Gold Amiibo, one last thing about Amiibo, because we usually do like a thing where we highlight people's custom Amiibos. We're not doing it that week. We were cutting for time.
Yeah.
We've gone a lot through this discussion so far. We still have Pokemon to talk about. But as far as the Gold Amiibo, it has a perk in Mario Party where you apparently, like, you can collect coins, and there's like all these coins you have to collect throughout Mario Party, the gold coins anyway, where it's like the luxurious cold, no. Screw that. Scratch that. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, like there's gold tokens already. Now you can actually have that unlocked when you swipe in or scan in your Mario Gold Amiibo.
Yeah.
So if you have a Mario Amiibo, it's not going to do anything with gold tokens at all. But with the gold tokens with the golden Mario, you can have like the gold tokens automatically. So you pay $12 to get tokens that you have to earn throughout the game, and instead of doing like earning through the game, there you go. You pay to win. Yeah, that's what it is. It's pay to win.
Yeah.
So that's enough on Amiibos, because, I mean, we can go on forever with these guys. It's like, why? Just why? I just want to own you all. You're making me want to get that DDD, though. The
DDD is awesome.
DDD is awesome.
DDD is awesome.
And actually, they weighed all the Amiibos. Somebody on...
DDD is like the heaviest one.
Yeah, heavier than Bowser. And Bowser's pretty thick, too.
No, when I picked up that DDD, I was like, oh my god, this thing's pretty heavy for a little figure.
Mm-hmm. It's that hammer.
Yeah, whereas like I feel like Sheik is like the lightest one.
I think Wii Fit Trainer is the lightest one.
Well, I haven't touched a Wii Fit Trainer. From the ones that I've personally touched, Sheik is the lightest one.
Hey now. So Pokemon stuff. Pokemon Shuffle reached 2.5 million downloads worldwide. There you go. That's a good thing for them.
And they actually just changed up the monthly set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before it was Mew, then they went to Kyogre. Now it's Keldeo.
Gotcha.
So Keldeo is now the thing, and they got rid of the Rotom dailies. So now you have like Tropius and Farfetch'd and some other ones thrown in there. So
yeah,
if you wanna, that's the only time it's for 3 weeks. So if you don't catch them in these 3 weeks, gone forever.
That's it. Now here's the thing that's still happening. Twitch plays Pokemon. Why, we don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. But they accomplished something impossible for my eyes. They caught all 150 Pokemon, which I don't think anybody has, like, not a lot of people have done personally.
I've done it.
Yeah,
I've
like,
done it.
you know what I mean? Like, but not a lot of people have. And it's just like for them to catch it. I mean, if it's been modded so that, you know, they can keep trying and get them. But hey, 150 Pokemon with thousands of people trying to tell this game what to do. That's pretty goddamn impressive.
This is a game where they released the starter, okay? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Stop it. But I feel like it's not as popular anymore. So I think thousands is actually more like hundreds.
No, it's still thousands.
Is it still thousands?
Yeah, it's still 1,000, yeah.
I don't know. I figured that it died by now.
No, people are still doing it. I don't know why, but they're just doing it. And then at the end of this game this time, Professor Oak became the boss.
So, okay, that's interesting.
Yes, and that's it for our individual games discussion. Next coming up is going to be our company discussions. All the games, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, PC, virtual reality, coming up.
Shit.